Hi guys, I am Nasir from Freelancer and Programming Tips and Tricks. And in today's lesson, you will learn about CSS syntax. CSS rule set consists of a selector and a declaration block. It means CSS contains more than one thing. One thing is selector, and other thing is declaration. The first thing is selector. As you can see that it is h1. This is called selector, and the other thing is declaration. And you can see that in the declaration there are two other things, which are property and value. Property is the color and the value is blue. So this is called the declaration for CSS styling. And the other thing, you can also set the value by number as well. And you should also separate the property from value by a colon and end this with the semicolon. So and you should also enclose this style in curly braces. The selector points to HTML element you want to style. The declaration block contains one or more declarations separated by semicolon. Now open the Dreamweaver. Each declaration includes a CSS property name and a value separated by a colon, and CSS declaration always ends with a semicolon, and declaration blocks are surrounded by a curly braces. Now let's take HTML document and remove all code and declare the doc type for your HTML element or document. Let's start HTML and take head and body tag. And in this example we will use the paragraph for styling, and in this all the elements paragraphs will be center aligned. Let's take paragraph, copy that and take another, write some text. This is a paragraph, and take another. This is another paragraph. Now it's time to style these paragraphs in the style tag. So here we take P and style this element. Let's say its color is green, and this is also should be center aligned. So we write text line center. Let's save this document. And this is how we can style by using the CSS. Let's save this at desktop with the name sencod.html, because this is our HTML document. Now you can see that if I press F12, then there are two paragraphs which are center aligned, which we have set in our CSS properties. The next thing is the CSS selectors. CSS selectors are used to find or select HTML elements based on their element name, ID, class, attribute, and more. Right? And if we want to use the CSS selectors, then we can define them by using their name, ID, class, attributes, and whatever you want to use for their declaration. So these are the CSS selectors, and the next thing is this the element selector. The element selector selects elements based on the element name. You can select all p elements on a page, and as you can see in this example, all the p elements have been selected, and they are aligned center, and also their text color is green. This is called element selector. And moreover, you can see that if we want to use another paragraph or div element, then we can also use that. And this is the p elements, and we style only p element and take two paragraphs in our body tag, but the same styling have been styled on two of our paragraphs. Let's take another paragraph. Now here we want to use the ID selector. The ID selector uses the ID attribute of an HTML element to select a specific element. So I have taken another paragraph, and this is another paragraph for testing. Right, I have pasted a lot so that we can separate this paragraph from the two other ones. So this is a big paragraph, and here I will use some ID, and let's say color is Z. Now all the paragraph colors will be turned to red. You can see that all paragraphs has been turned to red color. This is called the element selector. And now if you want to use ID, then you can also give this ID in this paragraph, or you can also take another paragraph or div element to style that paragraph by using the ID. The ID of an element should be unique within a page, so the ID selector is used to select one unique element. To select an element with the specific ID, write a hash character followed by the ID of the element, and do not use the ID by using the number, and we should only give numbers after the characters of the ID. This is the proper way to use ID in our CSS styling. Here I will define some style for this ID. Let's say text align left, and its color should be yellow. Now you can use this ID for any of the paragraphs. Let's say ID is equal to para1, which we have already defined, and here you do not need to insert the hash sign. So this is the para1 ID, and if we refresh the page, then you can see that the color is yellow and the text is left line. Let's change the color, which is not looking good. Let's say blue, and refresh the page. You can see that the color has been turned into blue, and the text is left aligned as we have assigned the styling to this ID. So the ID name cannot start with a number, as I have already discussed about that. We should always start ID with a proper character. Then after the characters, you can use the numbers as well. So if we want to use the class selector, then we use a dot and a class name. The class selector selects elements with a specific class attribute. Let's say class name is center and we style this class. To select element with the class, specific class, write a period selector followed by the name of the class. And in this example, we will use the class center and its text line is center and its font size is 18 pixels. And now give the font family. Let's say Times New Roman, and also define some for this. And let's say color is green. And give this class to this paragraph and or take another paragraph and define the give class to this paragraph. Class is equal to declaration and center, and you do not need to use the period or dot sign here. When we refresh the page, you can see that the styling has been applied to this class. And also change the font size. You can see that font size has been increased and of that paragraph which are using the class center. So here if you want to use more than one classes for same paragraph, you can also do that. You can also specify that only specific HTML element should be affected by a class. So the HTML elements can also refer to more than one class. In the example, we will use the two classes. One is the center, and also take another one. Let's say that name is large. Is a class, and you can use this class in any of other paragraphs. And this is the class we already have declared, right? And let's say another paragraph, take another paragraph and give it more class and give it the name large or something like you want to give, and we just give this name large, and we should also define p dot large as this is taken by a paragraph. So we define p dot large, and now I am going to style this class. Let's say font size is equal to 300%. So its font size will be increased to the 300%. So its class will be center line, and its font size will be the 300%,